We've talked about the ice at length this evening here on the NTV Evening News Hour, and here's yet another photo I have for you taken in Gander earlier today by Bev and Sid. Thank you very much for sharing with me, Bev and Sid, and you can see there again the clothesline just caked in ice, trees are caked in ice, and I know Gander isn't the only area that saw the freezing rain over the weekend and even into today, but that's where I've gotten a lot of pictures from, which explains all the media from the Gander area this evening. Something to keep in mind, this is a lot of ice that's on the trees in Gander, across northeastern Newfoundland, across much of central, across parts of the west coast and the interior, and even parts of the northern peninsula. This ice will start to come off late tonight and tomorrow as temps rise above freezing, and it will do that by kind of dripping off the icicles, but also big chunks will start to break off as well. I've seen this happen here when we've had ice like this. So when you're walking under your clotheslines or power lines or trees, really be mindful of where you're kind of walking late tonight and tomorrow morning as that ice is falling, because it comes off in chunks, it can fall very far, and it can also be quite heavy as it does come down depending on the size of the piece. It's quite dense. If you've got pictures like that, website, Facebook, Twitter, best ways to get them to me. Radar imagery now showing that we don't have a whole lot on the go. By and large, the precipitation over central Newfoundland, western northern peninsula is rather light, which is actually ideal for the accretion of yet more ice. But that won't last much longer. Temperatures in the south are already above freezing, and that warmer air is going to lift north very quickly overnight and into the day tomorrow. Looking back to the southwest, look at all the rain right now across the maritime provinces. We've got the icy mix back across New Brunswick and extreme western parts of PEI, and this is all kind of moving to the north. So the lower north shore of Quebec and Labrador, you are on deck for the messy weather overnight tomorrow and into the day on Wednesday. We're also looking at some windy conditions right now for areas of western Newfoundland. Wind warnings up from Gros Morne all the way down to the Channel Port aux Basques area for winds in favored downslope locations close to the Gulf of St. Lawrence, gusting as high as 120. Right now, we're not seeing anything like that showing up on the wind gust chart except in the Wreck House area, where winds are currently gusting to 106. Peak there today so far has been 119. The direction is currently right out of the east. Winds in the Wreck House area and across southwestern Newfoundland will come down this evening and overnight and ramp back up again for a time tomorrow afternoon before coming down again tomorrow evening and for the day Wednesday. So again, here's Futurecast. Notice by midnight the warmer air arrives in central and the west coast. That messy mix working up into Labrador. By tomorrow morning, looking at some areas of showers across Newfoundland, the icy, snowy mix into parts of Labrador, and much warmer by tomorrow morning in southeastern Labrador, -1 in Cartwright. By tomorrow afternoon, most of Labrador along the coast into the minus single digits. Some areas coming above freezing south of Cartwright. On the island tomorrow, a mild day, temperatures 5 to 10 degrees for many areas with areas of showers and some pockets of rain here and there. The weather tomorrow night and Wednesday will finally begin to improve, but snow is on the way for portions of western Newfoundland come the day on Thursday. And here's our 5-day forecast at a glance. We start to cool things off later Wednesday. By Thursday, we see snow arriving in western Newfoundland, and then after that, we see some flurries Friday. However, it looks like Friday into Saturday, we may see some snow across southeastern Newfoundland from yet another offshore low. And as we saw what happened last week, these are obviously my favorite type of weather systems to talk about. They're never difficult to forecast whatsoever. And so the forecast for this one, like the last one, is very uncertain, but it does look like there is at least the potential for some snow across southern and eastern Newfoundland from later Friday into Saturday. How much? Don't know yet. We'll keep a close eye on that one as we get toward the end of this work week. So for tonight, temperatures will rise sharply by tomorrow morning, 1 to 6. For the day tomorrow, highs 5 to 11 degrees. Areas of fog south, and it's going to be thick in some areas. Western half of Newfoundland tonight, temperatures between about -1 initially, but rising to 5 or 6 for most areas by tomorrow morning, with rain showers for tomorrow, 4 to 10 for the afternoon highs, with areas of rain and showers and some fog south. windy in the Wreck House area and Labrador. Temperatures tonight will rise as well, and that icy mix moves in for the day tomorrow in the east and southeast. Your 5-day forecast for eastern Newfoundland. There's the messy mix coming in later in the day Friday, or the snow rather, potentially into Saturday. For Central, quiet after tomorrow, flurries Thursday, maybe some flurries and or some light snow Friday, Saturday. For western Newfoundland, the slow draw back below freezing by the weekend. Thursday could be exceptionally snowy for some areas, and in Labrador, we cool back down to the minus teens in the west by Saturday and slowly back to near minus 10 in the east by Saturday as well.